Hi everyone, welcome back to another Ascension reading. These readings, as you know, are designed to assist those of you who are along your Ascension journey. In particular, I've asked that these messages be tailored to those of you who would identify as being part of the mission-based community. And, you know, there are so many of you who are in service to others. So if that sounds like you, then this message might be for you. Oh, if you'd like to work more personally with me, you know exactly where to find me. I have not gone anywhere, okay? On my Etsy page, that's exactly where to find me. Now, before we jump in, Spirit has actually given us this card. It's come out like 5 times. But before we jump in, I'm just going to energetically do a little bit of a quick clearing for all of us and a little bit of an elevation, okay? Not so much of an elevation to really start triggering too many shadows here, because remember, as we rise in frequency and as we pull in higher frequency energies, they are going to kick up the lower frequency energies within the field. So we're just going to get to the optimal state of being, and that's going to be individual for each of you. So hold on for a second. Give us a quick second. All right, 1 minute 11 seconds. Bringing in some energy. Some of you may be feeling this clearing, much needed clearing, thank you God, in the neck area, especially the upper neck at the base of the head. So you're feeling that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and throw out any self-doubt as well. Of course, it's up to you to really change the frequency within you, which are all generated by your core beliefs about self. So you're going to have to keep continuing to work on that so that you, and that's the unraveling, unravel whatever those beliefs are that you have that generate self-doubt, and that then, of course, manifest as form, people, places, things, situations, and ideas in your life that are just going to be walking reflections of your self-doubt, right? So when you clear that self-doubt, you will clear these forms from being a part of your life, all right? But we're all here working on that. Whew. Yeah, clearing some grandmotherly energies out of the solar plexus area for a lot of you. Some of you here are interesting. I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm just going to deliver the message. I'm getting some of you here are dealing with a solar death. Now, my conscious mind, you saw it interrupt me for a quick second there and say, oh, what do you mean? Because I took solar to mean related to the sun, but then I just had to remind myself also consciously in that split second, we just were talking about the solar plexus, and that was my quick reminder to not let the conscious mind get in the way of the messages. So please, if you are receiving these words, please understand that however you initially receive it, please allow those words to be further defined and given context to over the next few days or even weeks, because these are energies and they unfold, all right? And also just to remind you, I'm reading these energies in the non-physical. So for some of you, you already recognize them bursting into your physical plane. In that case, you can be like, oh my God, I know this because that happened and that happened. And then some of you, it has not manifested in your physical plane yet, or it has, but you haven't noticed it yet. And so just because something doesn't resonate with you in the moment that you're listening, doesn't mean it's not for you. I would just back pocket it and see how things go and progress. For somebody here, they're giving me the energy of baking. So that's going to be for somebody there to call your attention. All right. So we're doing some deep structural work, they're saying, in the throat chakra for some of you. So if you feel like you've been closed off a little bit, like imagine your throat chakra, like if you feel like you've been closed off a little bit, I love how the sounds are coming out, and you haven't been talking as much, or you're feeling a little bit stifled, especially in the chest region, or if you, some of you are actually going through some I want to say going through some deep structural changes, but I did also feel the words undergoing, and then also a little bit of under something. I don't know what the next word is. Underworld, under the weather. I don't know, whatever it is. You can fill in the blank. But I just want you to know, it's okay. Relax and let the energies come through. Okay, so we've done the clearing, and now we have energies coming into your field. Please understand that you're a sovereign being, and at any time, in any place that you find yourself on this planet, you are the only one that is allowing energies into your field, whether it's through marketing or whether it's through your friendly local readers, or just, being in the space and of somewhere and it's coming into your field. That's why it's important to become much better at reading incoming energy as well as understanding the energy that you're putting out. Shadow work, okay? Just, putting that plug, you know where to find me. God is good. But it's very important to become much better at understanding energy and being able to read it, because then you are going to be much more informed about the things you're getting yourself into, as well as the things that you're getting yourself out of, whether or not you're aware of this. At the end of the day, you are the common denominator, right? So at the end of the day, that's all it is. And the question is always going to be, are you aware of it? And that, my friends, is the journey towards better what? Self-awareness. That's why we do this work for ourselves, right? You cannot see beyond what you already carry. Always remember that. That's just how it is. And it's the old saying at 5 minutes, 55 seconds. Hey, you spot it? You got it, all right? Just because you don't know that you got it doesn't mean that you don't. You spotted it, so hey, there we are. And sometimes what you're spotting in other people isn't even belonging to them, but you're seeing it that way because you can only see beyond what it is in your current subconscious-led capacity to see, all right? Any hoodles, they've just been bringing in some energies, lots of, squares. I was going to say geometric shapes, but squares. Lots of squares are coming in, so whatever that means for some of you, it doesn't matter, but these are energies coming in for some of you. I'm feeling this is feeling like nice, soothing energies into the gut. So a lot of you are struggling with gut and intestinal issues. Have you seen our food? Shout out America, but anyway, if you know, you know. But seriously though, we're in the energy body, so we're looking at energetic consumption. So we're seeing forms and constructs there. So just remember, thoughts are things. What you believe existentially on a deep core level, you will give rise to thoughts and feelings and emotions and all of that and gut reactions in alignment with that existential core belief. So if you feel like you're nobody, you're a loser, and you're this and you're that at a very deep core level through conditioning and programming, false programming, of course, then that's the drive that drives you in the direction of generating certain thoughts and emotions and all these things. And that's going to that's going to make structures in your field, their shapes, their forms, their tears, their rips, their whatever, that you will not be able to see unless you are working clairvoyantly or in some other clair capacity, CLAIR, right? Or if you have somebody like who can see those things, and assist you, right? And because you are currently temporarily residing in a physical dimension, the third dimension, one of the attributes of the third dimension is physicality. And so because you're in this physical dimension, those structures in your energetic field, your energetic anatomy, all the obstructions, the blockages, the thought about the burger you had, all that stuff is going to be made physical. And that's why we can say that the beliefs that you carry about yourself, you are making in your physical environment. And that runs from the penny you saw on the floor, okay, if you know, you know, all the way to the illnesses that may or may not even take you out this lifetime. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the point is, at some point in your journey, it's time to start waking up and stepping further into your self-awareness. So we're all connected here. And so as we're telling you these things, we're seeing us move forward collectively. Now, you at the conscious mind level, a lot of you like, dude, I know that. I read 10 books. I lead workshops. I this and that. Well, let me tell you, I'm not talking to your conscious mind because your conscious mind is pumping with it right now. But we are talking to those aspects of you that you're carrying through, and their aspects kind of separated from you, needing integration with you because their consciousness, it's carrying trauma. And when we carry trauma, that's just a bunch of unhealed perceptions about yourself. That's what creates division. It's only the unhealed perceptions, because when we're properly healed, there's oneness. But we live in a fractal universe, so you best believe that when your friendly local reader, hi, and healer, hi, is out here and we're doing this intuitive counseling one-on-one with each other, and we're getting to a place where you can accept more and more about yourself, what you're actually doing is bringing those parts of you, see these cute little two butterflies, bringing these parts of you into congruence. This is what it means to have soul integration. And we have so many beautiful modalities in the physical and non-physical, operating in the physical and non-physical, to bring us into greater congruence. Today, when we got started, the guides pulled out this card, beauty card, and they put it in the reverse with the shadowy butterfly up. And they're reminding you that when you engage with your shadow, the things that you deny, because why? Because they're so existentially painful for you to accept. That, remember, it's all the way back over here in the core beliefs. It's so existentially painful for you to accept an idea that, for example, you're not lovable. That's the big one. That's the big kahuna right there. That you will do your best, and this is all subconsciously, you will do your best to never find yourself in that situation, but yet what you resist persists, and that's what's happening all the way into your physical. And so that you'll keep meeting Billy Bobby and Bettina, and you'll keep going into those crappy jobs, and you'll keep falling over yourself on the beach and then hurting your ankle and whatever else we're putting in the way of us being able to see our true selves, which is just pure love, and to accept that pure self, that pure love, right? So the only thing standing between you and your real self is just, say it with me, dun, 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 your beliefs. And that's why healing is nothing related to the physical body. The body is just a vessel that allows the mind to operate in this physical world. In fact, the body is just reflecting your beliefs about yourself at any given moment. Okay? I know it's hard for a lot of people to accept along their journey until they start to realize, oh, I'm seeing the connections in a 3D way, because we can't just jump from A to Z. As I said, that was 12 minutes, 21 seconds, that 1, 2, 2, 1. We can't jump from A to Z without seeing, B to Y. A lot of people need to see their physical world and their physical framework and their physical understanding and their physical ideologies meet what they perceive from where they are entrenched in the physical as way out there. But just because something is way out there from where they are doesn't mean it's not true. It's actually more true to say that you should be over here remembering who you are and what you're capable of, but because of your conditioning over lifetimes and just this lifetime alone could be very destructive for a lot of us. Because of that, you're struggling to have the vision and the believability to see who you really are and where you really are and what you should really be doing. And it's so entrenched that you have these ideas of duality and time and other concepts that only exist because of where you currently have believed yourself into being. And so for those of you who are interested in assisting other people, it all starts with assisting yourself in your soul integration. And that all starts with looking at your shadows. Start asking yourself, what am I so afraid of being true that I won't even look at it? And I'll hide it for lifetimes from myself until I have to keep having these 3D physical experiences till I finally start looking at it. What are you so afraid of? And I can guarantee you it's not as bad as you think, right? We all have it. I know I do. So anyway, so today's message that's coming through is their reminder that the shadow is not there to chase you. Think about those cute little kids. They're like running with their shadow. What is that? Yeah, it's not there to chase you. And if you stop, you realize it's actually not moving. You're moving. And it's just moving with you. But the beautiful thing is when you see that shadow, it means that there's a light also coming in to show you the shadow is there. Oh shoot, what's that? And so thank God for that light. And now we turn and we look at, well, what am I looking at here? What am I doing? And that's your next step forward. Mwah.